What is up, everybody? Welcome to the SESSIONZ THOUGHTCAST, where we take a song request from you that you placed on our community page in a single track comment, and we break it down. Maybe read a bit of poetry, take our time, enjoy the song, shoot the shit. It's the morning. It is 9:11 in the morning on Friday. We are normally getting our kid to school or getting our after school drop off coffee right about now. My kid's sick. He was barfing and shitting. So hopefully I don't get that.
Now for me, it's soccer. Kids have soccer practice in the morning. So
in the mornings, we used to have to do that in hockey when I was in high school, practices before school.
Yeah.
Fucking brutal, dude. Fucking brutal. 6 a.m. doing suicides before I had to go take like fucking history class.
They had film last night. There's a game tonight for the boys. The league begins tonight, so
film, like they just film games and replay shit.
They go over film just to go over plays, making sure positioning. If the play didn't work, why didn't the play work? Well, because your center midfielder was out of position and they need to scoot over a little bit more this way or that way.
Right. Yeah, that's something that we never had as kids for hockey is video footage.
Yeah, I didn't have that when I played soccer as a kid either.
Welcome to the 90s. Yeah. Yeah, right on. So we got one from Clarissa. Clarissa is a blue belt, I believe. Could be the next one to go through the gauntlet. However, this is not Battle Cuts. This is Sessions. Mm-hmm. So no belts being awarded here. But yeah, if you want to get involved and get a song on this channel, this is Sessions. We're looking for more conversation starters. Like you see, this is Letter to God. This is probably going to be some intense existential crisis type stuff.
Well, let's hope.
That's what we'll dig into. Battle Cuts, you wanna pick a track that's gonna beat the other one. That's really the only is going up a track. You don't know what track you're going up.
That's the quickest way to explain it, right? If you think you can beat somebody and you got a track that is just monster, put it in and let's roll.
Yeah, that's the way to do it. Like, because in Battle Cuts, like right now, LP is starting the Tournament of Champions. Mm-hmm. And let me just get this wheel. So she has to get through all of these MCs before she even gets her red belt. So that's not even talking the gold belt. She has to go through in this order. So on Monday night, we're gonna start a video. We're gonna make one song per video, I think. We're gonna make a series of videos, a series of around as many videos as it takes, where she's gotta beat Dell. If she beats Dell, we go on a Cool G rap. If she beats Cool G rap, we go on to Charlie Tuna. If she beats Charlie Tuna, we go on to Black Thought. And then we go on to Great and Square. Then we go on to Prodigy. Then we go on to Crooked Eye. Then we go on to Red Band. Then we go on to Edon. Then we go on to Brother Relieve. Then we go on to Guru. And then we go on to Planet Asia. And if she beats all those MCs in one succession, that would be incredible. But even if she doesn't, they get knocked off the list once. And then we'll feature her again at another time. But if she beats all of these 11 MC Olympic champions, she gets her red belts, which is a coveted position to be in a Temple of Bars. Right. But then if she beats Corrupt, who is our resident gold belt right now, then she is the gold belt, and she is who you face at the end of your road of champions, the Wheel of Champions. Once you beat Redman and Edon and Black Thought and Corrupt and Planet Asia and all this shit, then you got to go against LP. So this is from Clarissa. She could be there next. This is Coyote. We've heard a couple tracks from Coyote before. Good stuff. But what do you remember about Coyote?
My recollection of Coyote.
White guy, black guy, Spanish guy?
I believe they're Mexicans from LA area, under B Real's label, or he signed them, I believe.
Oh, okay.
To the best of my recollection. If I'm wrong,
there was a comment on the channel from a new subscriber recently that apparently B Real's a real dick in public to fans and shit. Apparently he's a real dick to fans.
I don't know this. I don't know that either,
but apparently he acts all like fuck you, I'm better than you kind of thing.
That sucks.
Yeah. This is Coyote, Letter to God. Let's do it.
Do it.
And I will strike down upon thee with great vengeance and furious anger those who attempt to poison and destroy my brother. And you will know my name is the Lord when I lay my vengeance upon thee.
Dear God, is that you? You finally came to visit? Good. I got a bone to pick with your religion. Every single one of them creating more division. The Jews, the Catholics, the Muslims, the Christians, killing in the name of who? Yeah, you. Got Europeans killing the original Jew. Got brown babies dead turning purple and blue. And where the fuck are you? I ain't got no clue.
My child, I stayed beside you when you thought that I left. Knew who you were inside the womb before you took your first breath. I know it might seem like I vanished with no trace of me left. Left footprints in the sand to guide you with every step. So sit down, here's a dose of the truth. See, this whole plan is perfectly designed for you. Always trying to point a finger, should be pointed at you. Even Eve blamed me when she bit from the fruit. Had to give him the boot. Even then I gave guidance, I gave you the knowledge. You used it for violence. The only true currency is life, is priceless. But humans kill each other for these earthly vices.
Okay, just blame us like you usually do. But the Bible says that we just a reflection of you. It even says that the devil was created by who? Tell the truth, you just want us to be slaves to you. Seems like you're egotistic, you're looking with conditions. Religion is the reason for this broken system. How many people died in the name of the Lord? The Spanish came and killed the natives in the name of God. The Vatican think that they above the law. They touch kids with no real consequence at all. But these priests are supposed to be the chosen ones. I load a gun and kill them if they touch my son. I give you love in return, you give me none. Look
Jesus.
how you did. Jesus Christ, wasn't he your son? Huh?
You can't blame me for the problems of man. I gave you free will. What's so hard to understand? What goes around comes around. That's the law of the land. I gave you food and you turn around and bit my hand. Have you ever stopped and looked at the life you live? Jesus ain't died for me, he died for your sins. It seems you overlook all the things I give. I gave you talent and a wife and a beautiful kid. But no, I'm the bad guy, huh? Cause you ain't rich yet. Mad at me, huh? Cause you ain't make a hit yet. If you was less focused on getting your dick wet, you would've been ballin' like Dipset. So choose a pill, is it blue or the red? You want the truth or you wanna eat the shit they fed?
Fuck the blue pill, man, I'll take the red instead. I want my third eye open, leave the old me dead. I wanna know where the fuck you been, where did it all begin? When you die, does the film just end? I need to know.
Energy can never die, it can only transfer. Look within yourself, you already got the answer. If you learn from me, the student will become the master. Be weary of temptation, it'll lead to your disaster.
I am God and God is me. I guess I'm the Messiah, cause my words help the blind to see. It's clear now, I'm the master of my odyssey. Now when I look in the mirror, I see God in me.
Yeah, I'm telling you, avoid the mark of the beast. If your soul becomes collateral, you'll never have peace. Don't sell it. Enjoy now, Roma's destined to fall.
AI gonna be the death of you all.
With me, Lord, walk with me. Walk with me, Lord, walk with me. All along this tedious journey.
Cool. I like the duality. It was kind of short. It seemed like it was a song that could have been 7 or 8 minutes, to be honest.
I'm sure
Like it seems like they kind of rushed through the end of it. Like, oh, we're one now.
But I don't know though, because I think if it was 7 or 8 minutes, I think they would have lost a lot of people. I don't think a lot of people would have had the attention span.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. In the world of being heard entirely, I guess it was well done. Yeah. I just think that I thought it was great. Don't get me wrong. I'm getting into like micro nitpicking now because it's an 8.5 all day, and so I'm getting into micro nitpicking, and it just seemed like they went from sinner or person, then God, and then they became one really quick. And almost like they should have had more than half the song as when they became one. And you know, a lot of the things too, man, like that they said, it's like, I don't know, man. I don't even know if religion started wars. I think it's the people who ran the wars that started the wars that used religion against people. Like I think a lot of evil people manipulate religion to use it as a counterpart for their platform to gain notoriety.
And that's what God's verse in the song.
Yeah,
that's what God's verse was about. Is basically that exact thing. Is saying like you guys made the choice to use like basically lie and use my name and say hey, you're doing it in my name. I never asked you to do that kind of stuff, and you know what I mean. And it goes back and forth. This is that kind of honestly never-ending conversation because like if you had this conversation with your dad, for example, who is an atheist, like it would be a completely different type of conversation.
Well, he would have turned it off. He wouldn't have even listened. He would have said, "This is fucking nonsense." What am I listening to?
You know what I'm saying? So either way, that conversation still would have gone in a different way, right?
And there's a lot of people in the world that would have thought that song was absolute nonsense, and a lot of people that think even the question is nonsense.
Right.
You know, and I know UNLP got your stuff going on with religion. I'm just like, I do think it is all nonsense. I think there's something way bigger than that. I have my own individual religion. I have a personalized religion. I pray. I talk to Josh, especially and Aaron and my grandma, and I talk to my dead relatives. I try and summon their spirits. So I believe in heaven. I believe in like an afterlife, or like some kind of after presence of energy. But I don't think that any religion has described that feeling that I get from my personal religion. No one has described it right. I think I have. I think I've described it right in my heart, and that's why I believe in it. But I think a lot of people never get to the point where they believe their own beliefs. They need some other beliefs to believe and call their own.
I mean, I don't disagree with you, but I think at the same time, I think a level of spirituality, your level of spirituality comes with how many questions you have, or if you are a blind faith individual, more power to you if you are, because I definitely not a blind faith person. I mean, I got to have some type of substance for faith.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? For faith. I don't know. Blind faith individuals.
But the faith that I just described is kind of blind faith, because I don't know if there's an afterlife.
No, you're absolutely right. And neither do I.
Yeah. No one does.
At the end of the day, neither do I. Right? That's the belief. That's the belief part. That's the part you hold on to, I guess, to make it all make it through another day without having an existential crisis. Yeah, I mean, same thing. I mean, I'm kind of.
There's something to be said about submission, though, dude. Like, like submitting to a collective thought. There's something about that. It's a good way to be part of a community and have lots of close friends and share something with people. I think that the world today kind of lacks people sharing shit together.
Well, I think there's an energy, like, again, in the song, in one of the God pieces of it, he said that energy doesn't die, it just transfers. Right. Yeah,
that's what I believe. Yeah, I'm sure my dad believes that too. That's science. That's science.
And there's some people out there say that kind of describes what happens to you when you do pass, is that your energy,
you become everything.
Your energy transfers back into
what? What does it transfer into though?
The heavenly realm, and you are reborn again, and your energy is reborn.
If it's conscience, if there's a conscience in the afterlife.
Again, we don't know.
Is it conscious?
We don't know.
Yeah.
We don't know.
I don't know, dude. I came pretty close to death. I've got as close as you can get there without going there.
Yeah.
And all I remember about my dreams when I was in a coma, who knows how close they were to the injury? Like, it might have been a couple weeks after that I had these dreams. I have no idea if it was the day of or 2 weeks later when I was still in a coma or what. But my dreams that I had in a coma were just fucking weird. I don't know if they're trying to tell me something, but the weirdest dream I had, dude, when I was in a coma was I was like way back from a stage at a big venue outdoor concert. And there's a band playing in the distance, and we're not really listening to the band. We're all just a crew. It's me and Sublime, the band. It's all my favorite band. It's me and all of them just hanging out, but we know each other, right? We're just smoking joints. I'm not in awe or anything. No. I'm just part of the group, right? It's like I'm in the band or something. And we're smoking joints and just hanging out and talking. And then in the distance, you see a whole bunch of parachutes. Like, I'm talking like 5,000 parachutes. And there's people. Okay. And there's people on the parachutes. And all these people are parachuting down to the ground. And we're just slowly watching this. And it seemed like it went on for hours. We were watching these parachutes slowly fall to the ground. And then one fell a little kind of close to us. So we all walked over. And not only was the person dead, but we turned them over, and they were a transvestite. They had both genitals, tits, long hair, masculine faces.
Wait, what?
Yeah. And then I woke up, and then maybe that's when I came out of a coma. Honestly, I've thought about it, and I think it might have been when I came out of a coma. I think that world that I was in, that afterworld, was just too fucked up. I was like, I'm not ready for this. I'm gonna wake up out of this coma. and I think that dream is the one that potentially woke me out of a coma. And I remember it like it happened.
And that's like the last thing that you remember before you woke up?
I don't really remember. After I woke up, I don't really remember anything for about 2 years.
Okay, so then how did you? When did you recall this dream? Or like,
as soon as I was able to think and remember it, probably a couple years later is when it came to me, or that I remembered it. I'm not sure, actually. That's a good question. I'm not sure when I started remembering this dream. I just know that it was from when I was in a coma, and I've never actually thought about why I know that, because I don't remember the first while after. I remember the car accident now. I actually remember getting hit and rolling and blacking out. I remember that. But I don't remember I remember some treatments that I received in the hospital. Like one guy, Dr. Anthony, brought in his saxophone, and he knew I had a saxophone in my band. So he brought in his tenor sax, and he used to play me saxophone when I was sleeping.
Okay.
And when I was awake, and still in the hospital, just he'd play for me. I remember that. I remember when my last day in the hospital, they were teaching me how to get up the stairs with my elbows and my butt, like how to kind of use my back and my elbows, because my legs were fucked, my arms were fucked, in case there was an emergency, because I was going home way too early because it was Christmas time and they wanted me out of the hospital. But that's what I remember about the afterlife. And as far as that, what I can determine about what I saw in the afterlife is that sometimes you're just not fucking ready for it, and you kick back into life. I think that's what happened to me. That dream was fucked. I remember the details like it happened to me, like it was a real event.
Sure. And I apologize for laughing earlier. It's
fucked up. It's fucked up. It's totally fucked up.
Yeah, right.
Feel free to laugh. It's fucked up.
Whoa, like what? Okay. All right. So I got to kind of circle back for just.
I've asked ChatGPT to analyze that.
Oh wow.
We should do that again. So we'll do that in the video sometime. Go ahead.
Okay, so right before we were talking about not really being sure, right, as far as like what's going to happen, and we don't really know, right? But there are some people out there that will tell you we do know, and that it's been told to you. You just have to read it. It's in the Bible, or it's in Scripture. It's things like that. And so there's still two trains of thought. Even for your situation, there would be two trains of thought, right? There'd be one person who would interpret your dream one way, and then a person over here on this other side that would interpret your dream a completely different way. One may have a religious view, and one may not have a religious view, maybe a science-backed, psychology.
That's good. That's a good thing for people to comment on this video.
Something like that. And then other people are going to have their religious view, where they're going to liken what your experience was to something over here on this side, and somebody over here within the scientific mind is going to liken your experience to some evidence or something that's over here on this side. So you're still I think there's still always going to be a duality.
Yeah. Hopefully
there's just so many different types of people.
There's just so many kinds of people. And that's why I kind of I've always had very close friends that are very religious, whether it be Christian or Muslim. Like one of my best friends is Muslim, and one of my best friends is Christian. One of my best friends is Sikh.
Yeah.
I
really don't care, to be honest with you. I really don't care what religion you are.
No, neither do I. I like that whatever it does to people in its purest, most intended form.
Right.
Unalienated, unmanipulated form, the most pure form of what religion was designed to do peacefully for love. I love what it does to people. I love that aspect of it.
The idea and the principles behind it are amazing. The core values, things like that are amazing. But when there's always going to be
then the puppeteer comes in and says, "Oh well, God would want this," or Jesus speaking for Jesus. That's got to be the worst thing you can do, man. And even the whole Bible, it just seems like fuck, man. Who speaking for people, dudes who we don't remember, writing stories about people we'll never know.
There's context involved in all that too, and all that. And
I know it's a history book, but it's a history book that has been, even if it's just slightly, it has been manipulated. It has been changed over the years, and even when it was initially written, you couldn't trust it. Like from the time the books of the Bible were written, it was an untrustable circumstance in which this information was going to be delivered to society, because these people who wrote these things were in positions of power. It wasn't just like some peasant with his perspective telling the story. It was someone who was involved with the situation, or knew people.
I don't think the apostles that they say who were the ride or die folks that were with Jesus, I don't know, they didn't seem like they were all rich and powerful.
Yeah, apostles. Yeah, well, that's who I wish would have. Did they write the Bible?
The Gospels.
Which
Gospels?
Which books?
Are according to, there's Paul, Matthew, Jacob, John.
Those are all apostles. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So those are written by dudes who were just hanging out with Jesus and following him.
Word.
Okay, well, those parts of the Bible I wouldn't mind reading. I don't like all the other shit.
Well, there's New Testament, Old Testament. There's just different. You just got to go into it whatever mindset you go into it with. Though.
Yeah, I'd like to go into it with what were they trying to accomplish? Like what was the end? Get in the minds of the apostles, and what were they trying? Were they trying to amplify his existence, or were they trying to just I don't write it down and historically document it?
From my understanding, is they were there to help spread the teaching,
the word,
that
right. So was Jesus a sociopath, dude? Was he a manipulative sociopath? Like maybe he was a nice sociopath.
I mean, you don't know.
Maybe he was a pleasant sociopath it was really easy for him to control people, and he was a really nice guy at the same time.
And this is gonna be crazy because the comments are gonna go just one or two ways. Either you guys are idiots and you guys are dumbasses, or you guys raised some valid questions or whatever.
Well, we're definitely not dumbasses.
I know, but you know how some people.
Oh yeah, well I welcome those comments. What I encourage people to do is take my dream. Take this discussion, go deep in the comments, tell us what you believe in, tell us what you don't believe in, tell us why we said was stupid. Don't just say we're stupid, tell us why. Like give us some information. We're not here to make enemies, we're here to make friends. So if you're here to make enemies, well, like fuck, dude, then you're evil. You're probably one of the ones who just would have said fuck all this shit. This is fucked. Great. Should we end it there? It's a long video.
Yeah, man, we're good. I'm good.
All right, thanks, Clarissa. That's what we're looking for on this show. Sessions. We're looking for conversation starters. That was great. Thank you, Clarissa. Peace out.